Chest.
I think you got that. Hello everyone, good afternoon, hope you've had a wonderful week. Welcome to another instalment of Beers with Harry and Steve, so cheers Steve.
Cheers. You forgot to drink beer the last one, didn't you?
It's on my own, no pauses. But yeah, we've got Steve back from his wedding. How was the wedding for you?
No, it was great. It was amazing. So, amazing to have so many family and friends together away in Spain. So yeah,
Enough tapas to last a lifetime.
I did actually get Spanish fooded out after a week of it, and then but yeah, it's all good now. So happy to have a little bit more.
Absolutely. We've had a very busy week. We were at the Independent Hotel Show Tuesday and Wednesday this week, which was a really good show for us. I think we get a lot out of it every year, but big shout out to Miranda and her team for putting on a really good event as well. We were on 2 panel discussions. Bunny, what was yours about?
Mine was called OTA's The Best of Frenemies, and it was there was 3 hoteliers and a software provider who specialise in monitoring OTAs and what they're doing. It was interesting because actually one hotel company had 17 hotels, all independents across the UK, South Africa and Ireland. And then there was a large London hotel, medium-sized, 60 bedroom, and then a small castle up in Cumbria. So all had slightly different strategies and also had a very different percentage of direct business. Orgill Castle, who's one of our clients, which was the smaller hotel up in Cumbria, actually have about 80% of their business direct, which is amazing, and was much greater percentage compared to the bigger chain. One of the things that came out, particularly for the castle, was that smaller hotels should look for niche online travel agents rather than the generalised ones, because they'll probably find that they get the right customers rather than general customers who may be disappointed with a small castle or something like that. And you were talking about content.
You got a bit of heated debate in there.
There was a bit of heated debate. There was some very unhappy independent hotels in the audience talking about things, but I think the general consensus is you can't live without online travel agents. I personally believe a lot of their practices with regards to bullying around rate parity and stuff is not right, but it's using them as one of your marketing channels and balancing it and managing that they don't get too much of a market share. Like with any business, you wouldn't want to have all your customers coming from one place. So it was good. It was a really good sort of open debate. So that was good. And you were talking about content.
Yeah, no. So I stepped into Richard Freeman, who's the CEO of the Good Hotel Guide. He was chairing a panel on content marketing and how to win at content marketing. So I was joined there with Petra from Custer Communications, who we work very closely with. That was a really interesting chat. It was the 45 minutes just went like that. There's just so much to cover with content marketing, but we went through how to get started, so how to put a plan in place, how then to create content and what engaging content is, what the topic should be, and we sort of established that you really need to outline your business goals first. So if you're selling weddings, the content strategy needs to be around weddings and from an SEO point of view, but also from just providing useful information to your potential clients. We then sort of finished off with distribution. We've got so many different ways of distributing content now. You've got virtual reality, Facebook Live. Content marketing is certainly not limited to digital either. There's some really interesting and engaging ways of getting people offline as well. But it was really good. Had lots of people come up and chat about it at the end as well, which is always a nice finish to a panel discussion.
And then yesterday we had the Beta Youth Travel Seminar, which was held at the Olympic Park and the Orbit, the ArcelorMittal Orbit. I remember it now, which has a slide down. Unfortunately, we were a little busy, so we didn't get to do the slide, but it was 3 different companies talking about how they attract younger people. So it was Hostelworld was represented, STA Travel, and then the National Student Service, which sort of covers universities. It was very interesting. I think some good things came out in terms
amazing location.
Yeah, it was amazing view over London.
It's actually taller than the Statue of Liberty, which I didn't know.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, there we go.
Which is bad.
Which is bad if you're chairing it.
Yeah, it was sharing the meeting. But no, there were some interesting things that came out, particularly around the content again. And I think one of the things is that trying to force things to become viral, particularly to young people, is very difficult. It's being very nimble as a business and seeing the opportunity. And they use the example of Chris Eubank and the fact that in Alan Partridge there was a joke about youth hustling with Chris Eubank. They picked up on it. It was a bit of a Twitter trend, and before they knew it, they managed to get Chris Eubank in a youth hostel and doing like a little sketch on it, and they got like it was like
1.2 billion reach.
Yeah, 1.2 billion reach from that campaign,
crazy.
which is amazing.
And the second one was 50 Cent, obviously his big, ridiculous episode on, was it MTV Cribs?
MTV Cribs, so they did
of his ridiculous mansion, and they did basically hostling with 50 Cent.
Yeah, so you should have a look at it on YouTube. Both of them are really
We'll
funny.
post a link in the description of this, but it's well worth watching because it's very, very clever marketing.
And you're heading up to York, right up north.
Right north.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to try that again. But no, on Thursday next week, going up to York to the National Wedding Venue Marketing Conference with our good friend Martin Evans, who's running it. So I'll be there talking about digital marketing. Obviously, work with a number of hotels that really want to push weddings. So, in very interesting space, and we'll be delivering a sort of 20-minute, half an hour talk on how to do that. Really, which would be cool.
Yeah.
We're also exhibiting there, so we'll have a little stand in the reception area just to see if we can chat to some people as well.
And yeah, we're working on a number of projects all at the same time.
Yeah, let's get to that final point of a lot of projects, which is all the exciting stage before it goes live.
From Tanzania to Shoreditch. I was about to say Timbuktu, but we don't have a Timbuktu.
Not yet.
But yeah, we've been working with one of our partners, Rob, with a project in Africa, which is exciting. So he's an amazing photographer, and seeing those photos, we've not been to the hotel, but Rob has, so you can see how beautiful it is. So one of the challenges today has been trying to get a Google Maps listing for them because they don't really have an address because they're in the middle of nowhere. So it's been
and the verification code from Google has to be sent to a post box, and the nearest post box is about 1,300 kilometers away.
So yeah, should be fun. And
you're off to San Francisco.
Yes, yeah, I am.
Quick whistle stop
a
tour.
quick tour, which should be interesting. And yeah, different beers. We're on London Lager.
As I'm sure you've guessed by the shade of the beer, different from other weeks.
We've actually moved offices.
We have moved offices. I did a video last week from here, but
Yeah,
I was on my own last week.
Yeah, I was watching from the airport in Spain. I think.
You were. That's quite right.
But yeah, we've moved to Holborn. So if any of you want to pop in and join us for beers with us on a Friday, you're more than welcome. We're just near Chancery Lane. But yeah, it's really cool here. Really cool. Charles Dickens lived in one of the buildings over there, supposedly.
Yeah.
And what else are you doing next
You've got a
week?
little literary knowledge, don't you, Steve?
Yeah, literally no knowledge, but yeah. So what else have you got next week?
What's we got next week? It's all just coming down from IHS, really. Independent Hotel Show. There's just met so many interesting people, and it's just following up and making sure we do the show justice, because everything's in the follow up. So making sure nothing slips the net, which is the main thing.
Yeah, and finally, I was a proud brother. My sister runs a hotel in Notting Hill, and at the Independent Hotel Show, she won Best New Independent Hotel of the Year, which is pretty amazing. So it's called the Laslet. It's in Notting Hill. Check it out. Very cool design. But yeah, she was very happy with that.
Yeah,
so
that's lovely.
we don't want to waffle on anymore because that's not good.
I think that's how we end every single one.
Pretty much. But yeah, wishing you all a lovely weekend and see you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.